Hello YouTube and welcome to the Credit Boom channel. My name is Angel and I come to you guys once a week on Mondays to discuss everything related to credit education. My passion and goal is to teach everyone how credit works. No schools, no universities have ever taught credit, so I'm taking that responsibility to share with you guys the struggles that I went through with my credit so you don't have to. Guys, please hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, and that like button. This helps the channel reach out to a greater audience and helps this channel grow. Now guys, in today's video, we're going to be discussing how to double your credit cards. But before we go into that topic, I want to talk about you guys. You know, you guys are the reason why I'm here. I mean, we're up to 55 subscribers. That means I got 55 of you people that are subscribed to this channel. You like the content that I've been giving out to you guys on credit, and that means a lot to me. I mean, you guys are the reason why I do this. I don't make no money doing this, guys. I pretty much want to show you guys and show everybody as much as I can the value on how credit can affect our lives. And knowing the fact that credit, having good credit, our livelihood, our life in general can be a lot better. And that's my goal, guys. My goal is to try to reach and to get this information out there to improve everybody's life, man. Because, guys, with leveraging credit to get what you want, to buy that house, to buy that car, feels awesome. Feels awesome. And guys, I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. You know, we're at 55 subscribers. Let's try to reach that 100. Help me reach to that 100, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys? So now going back to this video, how to double your credit cards. Some of us ask ourselves, well, how do I get more credit cards? How do I, you know, double the amount of credit cards that I have? And to answer that, guys, is very simple. We're going to combine personal credit and business credit. And that's how we get the opportunity to double our credit cards. All right, guys, so let's talk about credit on the personal side. Let's talk about the credit bureaus. We have, obviously, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. These are the three major credit bureaus that we use on the personal side. But, guys, we also have additional credit bureaus on the personal side that will affect you personally. You have LexisNexis, we have Innovis, and we have SageStream. Now, you're probably saying, Angel, I've never heard of those in my life. I'm telling you, they're there, they exist, and they will affect you personally. So this is another reason why you should subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to be talking about those credit bureaus in a future video. Now, that was the personal side. Now let's move over to the business side. The business side has credit bureaus as well. We have Small Business Equifax. We have Small Business Experian. We have the SBFE, Small Business Financial Exchange. And finally, we have Dun & Bradstreet. This is considered the major player, the major bureau of all credit bureaus in the business side. Now, guys, between the two, personal and business, we have two different types of score systems. On the personal side, you have the 3-digit score that we're all very familiar with. You know, you have a credit score of 781. That's considered excellent on the personal side. Now, on the business side, it's ranked from 0 to 100. 100 being the best. So you want to have a score system between 80 to 100. This scoring system is known as the Paydex score. Want to learn more about your business credit? I personally recommend NAV.com. Knob.com. This is a credit monitoring service for your business. Now let's discuss the difference between business and personal. Now on the personal side, when you use your credit cards, your utilization is affected, okay? On the business side, it's not affected at all. So let me give you an example. You're using your credit card, $5,000 credit limit. You made some purchases of $2,000. You got a balance of $3,000 available credit. That affects your utilization, which decreases your score. So On the personal side, you want to keep your utilization at 20%. So if you got $5,000 credit limit, you don't want to spend more than $2,000, because anything more than that is going to increase your utilization, therefore decreasing your credit score. Now on the business side, guys, this is why I love business so much. Man, you can have those business credit cards to the limit, and it won't affect your personal credit, period. It's separate from your personal credit. That's why I always use my business credit cards, because it does not affect my personal credit score whatsoever. And again, the beauty about it, guys, is you can have the business credit cards to the limit and it doesn't affect anything. See, on the business side, they look at things very differently. You gotta pay your payments, you gotta make those payments, you make sure you make it on time. But if you're at the limit, it really doesn't matter. And that's awesome. Okay, so guys, nowadays, when you apply for business credit, they require what's called a PG, personal guarantee. They will pull from your personal credit report to see if they're willing to establish business credit for you. In other words, they want to make sure the person or individual that's opening this business has a good credit score on the personal side, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are going to guarantee this business credit in its responsibilities. So you will get a credit inquiry on your personal credit report, but the transactions in the business credit will not report to your personal whatsoever. It'll report to the business credit bureaus instead. So every business credit that you apply for, you will get an inquiry on your credit report. Keep that in mind when you apply for credit. Now, guys, when you do apply for credit, you want to make sure you have a good credit score, okay? Because I'm going to show you a strategy that I did that worked great for me. Now, at the time that I applied for business credit, in this example I'm going to use in this video today was with American Express. At the time, my personal credit score was at 732. Okay, and I applied for the business credit card, and I applied for 3 business credit cards at the same time. I went on their website, I filled out the application, didn't hit the submit button yet, opened another tab, another application, and did it for 3. So I did it for the American Express Platinum, I did it for the American Express Business Preferred, and I did it for the Amazon Prime Business American Express. I did this all at the same time, and when I submitted all 3 of them, they were approved, and I only got 1 inquiry. Guys, that strategy works great for me. I thought I should show this hidden strategy for you guys to learn from this and enjoy. Again, here's my American Express Business Platinum, okay? We also have my American Express Business Plus and my American Express Amazon Prime. Again, all these cards were obtained with 1 credit inquiry. And again, guys, I hope this shows any value on that aspect, something that worked great for me. And obviously, I got that inquiry on the personal side, but I was able to open 3 business credit card accounts over at the business side when I did this. So some of you guys might come back to me and say, well, Angel, why don't I have a business? What if I don't have a business? Well, I'm telling you, don't worry about it. It is really easy to open a business today. And how we do this is we go to the Department of State website, depending on what state you live in, and you apply for a business. You come up with a business name, and they'll tell you if that name is available or not. And if the name is, you create the business. Obviously, depending on what state you are, there is a fee to open a business. It ranges from $100 to $150, but it all depends on the state that you live in. Some other states might be a little bit more, but from the state that I am, it cost me $135 to open my business that I created. So guys, now once you open that business and you paid the fee to the Department of State, you're going to go to irs.gov and you're going to get your EIN number. The EIN number is your social security number, but for the business side. And guys, this is absolutely free. This doesn't cost you anything. You go to the IRS website, you apply for the EIN number, and the IRS will give you this EIN number, and it is free. Okay? One thing I forgot to mention is when you're getting this business that you're opening at the Department of State, it's going to ask you what kind of business you want to open. You have a LLC, which is a limited liability company, and you have corporations like S Corp and C Corp. I personally have an S Corp. This business setup works for my personal situation. Again, I'm not an attorney and I'm not an accountant. This is just expressed for educational purposes only. I will suggest to talk to your attorney or your accountant to recommend which setup you should start first. Now, with my example, which happens to be an S Corp, once I opened the business, I got my articles of corporation. This is the document that the IRS will provide to you once you've requested the EIN number, and these are the documents you're going to need. So you got your articles of corporation. If it's an LLC, it's articles of organization. You get your EIN number, and then the next step we're going to do, guys, is open a checking business account at a bank of your choosing, and this is how we get to open a business. Now, guys, once we've opened that business checking account with the bank that we selected, by providing the articles of corporation or articles of organization with our new acquired EIN number, we now can start to establish business credit. Now, the first thing I personally will recommend is when you open that checking account with the business bank that you choose, is also open a savings account. And based on the amount you put in this savings account, excuse me, this is how we're going to get our first secure credit card in the business side. So let's say you put $1,000 in the savings account, you go to that bank and then you ask them, look, I'm a newly acquired business and I want to establish my business credit. So I want to go ahead and open a secure business credit card. I have $1,000 in savings. The bank will use this $1,000 as collateral, and also it would be the same amount of your credit limit, and therefore they will give you your first business secure credit card. And this is how we establish business credit. This is the first thing that I did when I opened my business account and started establishing my credit. Now, once I got my business secure credit card, I went for the Net 30 accounts. What are Net 30 accounts? Net 30 accounts are companies that are willing to extend a small amount of credit as long as you buy their products. Some examples of these companies are Staples, we have Grainger, we also have Uline and Quill. Again, these are companies that will allow you and extend to you a small amount of credit so you can purchase their product. And what this means is whatever you buy from them, at the end of 30 days, you have to pay it in full. That's why they're called Net 30s. This is an important strategy and procedure that we would need to do to acquire and establish additional business credit. Okay? Normally, these accounts, as far as credit limit is concerned, is usually range from $300 to $500 an amount. You won't see a Net 30 account extending you $10,000 credit. That's not going to happen. Net 30s are those to establish and assist new businesses that are opening and to get them starting up and running. And they understand this, and they also have an advantage over them because you're buying products from them. I remember opening my Grainger account bought a power drill that I needed to work on the house, and establish my credit with Granger in that aspect. All right, guys. So now, once we've had our Net 30 accounts established, the third step that I did was establishing few credit cards. In other words, gas stations. And usually these accounts will start in the low range as well, but I've seen it from $500 to $1,000 credit that they offer you. Again, you've already have your bank that you do business with your secured credit card. You have your Net 30s. You've established a trade line experience. You know, a couple of months have gone by. They've reported to the business credit bureaus, and now you are opening few cards. The one that I personally have that worked great for me was WEX Few Card that I was able to establish and open and continue to today to use for my fleet of cars. I'm not going to say fleet. I'm going to say I maybe have 4 cars, but I do use the Few Card to establish business credit for my business. All right, guys? Now, finally, once we've established the few cards, in other words, we've already had our business credit going. Again, secure credit card that we got from the bank. The Net 30s have been going now and reporting. The few cards now are reporting as well. Now, guys, now we start applying for the real business credit cards. Just before we apply for those real business credit cards, you'll want to make sure your Paydex score is over 80, okay? Once you've seen this, that it's over 80, which I personally happen to have a NAV business credit monitoring service active for my business, because at the end of the day, guys, whatever you focus on expands. I focus on my business credit. I focus on my personal credit, and I will continue to focus on my personal and business. And that's how I become good at it. That's how I improve upon it, and also utilize credit as leverage to better my lifestyle and my family. Okay. Now we've established that our Paydex score is above 80. Now we apply for that Chase Inc. card. We apply for the American Express business card. We also have our Capital One Business Spark. Guys, and then once we get these major business credit cards established, then we move to lines of credit. And this is where everything opens up on the business side. Guys, this is huge. The power of business credit, the amount of funding that becomes available to you that you can utilize for, multiple sources of income, buying real estate, buying property, creating new businesses. All this funding will become available to you on the business side. Because, guys, at the end of the day, once you have business credit established, they want to give you the money. They want to throw that money at you, and hey, more power to you. Get that funding, get that extra funding, create multiple sources of income, and better your lifestyle, better your livelihood, improve your situation, and guys, this is huge. Guys, you want to fix your credit? Click on the link below for a free credit evaluation from me. You want to fix your own credit? Also, click on the link below. And my credit education platform is coming out soon for those that are interested in fixing their own credit. All the information I provide on that platform will tell you what you need to do, how to do it, and succeed upon it. Okay? Guys, I hope this information has shown you any value. I hope this information has helped you in any way. Guys, I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. My passion and goal is to show and teach everyone how credit works. Guys, I look forward to seeing you guys next week on Monday. Take care.